Welcome. You're listening to the I'm Wired to Inspire podcast, creatively engineered by Nicole, the inspiration specialist. I'm Wired to Inspire is a powerfully packed podcast filled with inspiration and encouragement to get you through your day. It's designed to inspire you to live your authentic purpose. Now, stay tuned for your host, Nicole, the inspiration specialist, on today's episode of I'm Wired to Inspire.
Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today on my podcast. I'm Nicole, the inspiration specialist, and I'm wired to inspire you to live your authentic purpose. Y'all, I love today's topic. I was talking to one of my mentors who I absolutely adore, and she was talking to me about a word she heard recently, and I kept it. I was like, oh Lord. I say, honey, I am doing a podcast about that. I love it. So basically, y'all, she was talking about the bottom of the barrel. Now, we already know when we say stuff like the bottom of the barrel, it's the lowest of the low. And, nobody likes to be at the bottom of the barrel, right? But let me ask y'all something. Listen in real good. And before you answer, I want you to take a second and be quiet before you jump to a conclusion. But I want you to really think about this, okay, before you answer. What would you do if God told you you have to leave your mountaintop? Because the blessing that you've been seeking and looking for while you're at your peak is really the blessing that's at the bottom of the barrel. What would you do? What would that look like for you? I'm here to tell some of you this. God has blessings for you in seed form right now. God has things for you that are in the muck, the miry clay. He has things in the dirty spaces. He has things that are deep, things that are hidden, things that will require you to be humble, things that will require you to acquiesce to the things that he's telling you to do, things that will require you to look different, things that will require you to posture yourselves differently, things that will require you to truly see God on a new level. So for those of you who are truly so stuck in a space of staying at the mountaintop because you're expecting that thing to come, you are doing yourself a grave disservice unless you humble yourself now. You want to know why? Because you see, to get from the mountaintop and to get to the bottom of the barrel to grab your blessing, it doesn't mean you're going to stay there. What it means is the Lord is going to test you. He's going to make you, what's the other word? She told me, battle tested. You're going to be battle tested. That battle will go from that being all the way up to being all the way down. But let me tell you why this is different. We automatically feel like, man, they was on top. They was all good, man. They doing great, and now they all the way down to the ground, It made me think about Ciara. If any of you, some of you may be listening, you may have never heard of her, but Ciara is an R&B singer. There was a time when Ciara's career just went kaput, okay? And people started clowning her on social media, calling her Ciara, like C-I-ERROR. I've been looking at her stuff lately, and I'm like, oh my God, like this girl has literally moved into the space of living her authentic purpose. And when you hear her testimony, because she's been giving her testimony this week because her album dropped. She started a new company, Beauty Marks, within the last couple of years. She's married, has a new baby. She has a beautiful family. She's touring. She's doing all of these things, right? And she starts giving her testimony. But y'all, if you listen to what she's saying, it's at the bottom of the barrel she found her blessing. She had to go all the way down from being a huge star, all the way down to the bottom. And now she superseded that mountaintop. She had to go all the way down to the bottom to come all the way up. So for those of you You might be a person listening. You may be a person who's had quote unquote glory days. I notice a lot of times athletes deal with this in any capacity. A lot of times when you are a very popular person in high school and college, and some of y'all even post college, and you're a famous football player, basketball player, tennis player, whatever, but you have one of these careers where people know you and they do everything for you. Some of you may be in the season where that's over. And you literally are so used to people handing things to you and things coming at you a certain way and being, the person the person that gets all of the attention. And now you literally just operating on autopilot because you don't know what to do now. You're so used to being catered to. You're so used to saying, hey, I got to practice. I got to do this. And then I'm done. I got to practice, do this. And then I'm done. Right now, you are in a situation where the Lord could be showing you. You might feel like you're at the bottom of the barrel because the bells and whistles not chiming in anymore. You might feel like you are in the wilderness and you are in the dungeon and you don't know what's going on and you cannot hear God. But let me tell you something of comfort. This is not the normal, you're in a valley and you're going to find out and the Lord going to move. No, this is this very specific word for somebody. Your blessing is at the bottom of the barrel. Some of us are in the quiet space and the isolation space, but you have to be careful because if you isolate for too long, you will become a man that's on an island unto himself or herself, and you don't want to stay there too long. You have to be able to move in the time and seasons that God is telling you to move. It's very important that you do that. And I'll tell you this as well. Once you get that blessing at the bottom of the barrel, it's almost like like a rocket. That's the best way I can explain it to you. The Lord just wants you to be encouraged, y'all, because listen, once you grab that blessing at the bottom of the barrel, he's literally going to accelerate you up past the mountaintop. But the problem with so many people is they have so much ego and big head about going to the bottom of the barrel because they think that's beneath them and that's less than them, which, by the way, that's all Jesus worked with. Everybody he messed with was bottom of the barrel. And when they got with him, power, connection, they shot up to the top. So peep game too. Some of y'all, you're so busy wanting that. Ooh, he look like that. He so this. Ooh, she so fine. She so I want that. Ooh, they this color. They that color. They got this money. They got this job. Ooh, yeah. He know this connect. She know that connect. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. It's so much of that going on with everybody. You're not even paying attention to the fact that the Lord trying to bless you right where you at. And you don't have to go running behind and seeking people to get it. He's trying to show you. You may not recognize that. Because y'all, look, some of y'all, the bottom of the barrel could be right there to the person you talking to or the person in your life and you don't appreciate him. You see him as, that ain't what I want. I want something better than that. Or, I don't want that job. Not even realizing that the week you get on, somebody else is going to quit and you'll get the salary that you have making double. But you're so busy caught up in how it looks and what you want it to be and what you think it should look like that you're missing it. So for the person that needs to hear this, I need you to grab onto this, okay? The bottom of the barrel could be represented many ways in your life right now. The only thing that I can tell you is this for sure. If you are obedient, you will eat the good of the land. And that simply means this. If it looks bad, if you are obedient in that bad situation, you're going to eat all of the good part of it. You're going to get everything good in it. Because that's one thing we know about life. There's up and down, there's good and there's bad. There's forwards, there's backwards. You get it. There's below, there's beneath. So whatever is good, whatever is perfect, whatever is all of the positive things, that is what you will have in the outcome. So I pray that the person who may be struggling, the person who is not, the bottom of the barrel is unrecognizable because you feel like God ain't going to make me go backwards. God not going to let me do that. No, he's not making you go backwards. And no, he's not making you settle. But what he's trying to see is if your heart is pure. He's trying to see if your mind is right. He's trying to see if you are going to actually listen to him the way he wants you to listen to him before you go pop off and say, oh, no, I don't want that. That's not what I want. That don't look like what I think I should have. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's running rampant now. The social media, the conversations, the media, all these people, they're bucking up people, making them think something that is not him. So you don't want to be in that number. You don't want to be that person so caught up looking at shiny things, so caught up believing God going to give you this and he going to give you that and it's going to be like this. And that ain't nothing that God is showing you. That's all stuff you want, but you slapping a prayer on it. That's something that you said is cool. And you said, oh, well, I've been faithful. The Lord going to bless me. No, let him tell you. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. And of course, that's what you do. But you make sure when you bring that stuff to him, He might tell you no, and you have to listen for that. Don't just, oh, well, Lord, you said I have not, because I asked you, I told you, I came boldly, I did all these things. That's cool, but there's a process to that. Okay, because he might say, okay, so listen, right now I know that's what you want, but your blessing is in the bottom of the barrel, and this is what it looks like. But as soon as you literally say, okay, Father, let thy will be done, I will receive this. He'll say, see, this is not even the bottom of the barrel. This is not even equivalent to the bottom of the barrel. I just took the blessing and I put it there. I just needed you to go get it. So for some of y'all, it could be money. It could be, look at it like this. Let's say you got this beautiful ring and it fell all the way down into the ditch, but it's in the box. Once you get the box out of the ditch, you might be muddy, you might be dirty, you might be filthy, but when you come out and you open the box, the ring is untouched. The gift on the inside is untouched. That's why I want you all to be careful, because too many people thinking when you get to the bottom of the barrel, you got to stay there and you're getting something nasty. You're getting something that's not good. But what he's doing is he's putting the beautiful thing, he's masking it as something else, because he just wants to see if you're going to trust him. He wants to see if you're going to have humility, and he's going to see if you're going to allow the process to make you bitter, or if you're going to allow the process to make you better. So whatever it is you're doing right now, I pray that you are obedient, and that you make sure that if the Lord wants you to go to the bottom of the barrel, you go with a smile on your face. Because as soon as you get what you're supposed to get, he's going to accelerate you and elevate you. And it's time for that in your life. I'm wired to inspire. I hope you are too.
Thanks for listening to I'm Wired to Inspire podcast at I'mWiredToInspire.com. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word and be sure to hit the 5-star rating on iTunes. For more information on this podcast and inspirational products and services, log on to I'mWiredToInspire.com. And remember to live your authentic purpose. Thanks again, and see you next time.